Welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC, and then we're going to talk about the current state of BTC, and then the low volatility we just received. By the way, today is 7/20th, 2019, just about 8 p.m. Eastern time, and then the new daily candle just started. Depending on your time zone, right? It doesn't matter. The new daily candle start for all of us at the same time. So we're gonna talk about BTC, maybe XRP, Ethereum, and Litecoin, EOS, Neo, Dash, ZILLIQA, NEBLIO, all of them, guys. You name it. Grocer Coin, Walton. It is gonna be a fun live stream today. So if you're in the Telegram group, make sure to hit the notification so you can get these unprepared live stream, guys. So but let's get it started, guys. Let's get it started. Let me just check the chat room to see if you guys can hear well, because sometimes I'll start the live stream and then the volume is like not the Bitcoin volume, but the live stream volume. So I guess you guys can hear, right? Okay, all right. 32 watching. Hey, what's up, homie? So let's get it started, guys. So if you're in the Telegram group, we gave a clear signal not just because we didn't anticipate BTC to retest 11, but just because we weren't sure. Okay, I said clearly, you can leave some of your profit. If you watch the previous live stream, you gotta listen carefully. If you watch the previous live stream, we said we got a chance to get to 11.1 to 11.2. You can let like at least 10% of your profit to run. Okay, but I didn't do so. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So but you can do the opposite of what I do. All right, so we've been very profitable in this range. So I'm just gonna make a quick review because it's been like a lot of confusion. Okay, we've been very profitable in this range. Okay, we bought at low. I give a signal to bought at the low 95 when bits was just about this area. Okay, some of you guys bought at low 92. Okay, we push it up to like 10.6. all right, and then we give a signal to exit out at 10.6 to 10.7. We did that, and then we gave another signal to buy at 10.1. we came exactly at 10. Target was 10.168. we came exactly at 10.121. okay, but we say between 10.1 to 10.2, good entry point. So we did that exactly. So we give another signal to exit just about like 10.6 to 10.8. all right, depending on your exchange, right? Because some exchanges, they go over like 10.8, right? And some other exchanges, they just go about like 10.7. So Binance, we hit like 10.7 on the dot, even like 10.8 at some point, right? But as soon as we started like before we started the volatility, listen carefully. The last 4 hours, we gave us the last 8 hours of the day, we gave a signal, and then we say we're gonna get some volatility. Okay, and this volatility, the signal for the volatility it's not an indicator. It is something I use to understand, like to anticipate the market volatility. It's not something like on trading view. Okay, so we said like the market volatility is going to be plus minus 500 to 600 points. BTC was 10.6 at that time, guys. 10.6. okay, it was like less than 8 hours ago. Okay, but why we didn't like give a signal to go push to the upside? Because it was very dangerous. Okay, it was very dangerous. I wasn't in, so I'm not gonna give you a signal to go in. Okay, but you can do whatever you want. Okay, you don't have to do what Sun Crypto does. Okay, you can do the opposite, and then you're gonna be okay still. All right, so we gave a signal. We knew we're gonna get plus minus 500%, not 500%, plus minus 500 points. Like that was like right 1 hour before the last two candles, 4-hour candle started. It was like 10:53 a.m. okay, Eastern time. All right, almost 11 a.m. So Bitcoin push like from 10.6 to like almost 11, right? It is okay, 11. So we missed this boat, but you still got a chance to re-enter. So you didn't miss anything. All we needed is like to get confirmation. But do we have confirmation? No, we don't have confirmation yet. So I'm gonna show you, okay, why I was waiting for this correction, okay, just to get a confirmation. This is a beautiful correction, guys. It is a very profitable correction, and if you play it right, you don't even need to wait for 16K. So just get that straight, guys. And if you listen carefully and you read my messages carefully, guys, it's not a financial advice. I told you, as soon as we push to the upside, like I say, get out, avoid like 10 9 to 11. We said it in the live stream, like on Thursday, guys. I told you this correction gonna last more than 24 hours. Now it is almost like over 48 hours. Okay, it is more than 48 hours. So it is a beautiful correction. You just gotta know how to play it. And this correction is nothing but the 5,000 level correction. I said it on Thursday. It is nothing but the 5,000 level correction. But you have to go on the lower time frame to see that. Okay, I'm gonna show you the 5,000 level correction because I don't like to make the same mistake twice. All right. So you got the 9,000 level, okay, in this area, right? That's the same thing we're getting right now. And then you got the 5,000 level area, okay? Let me show you the 5,000 level. If you guys remember the 5,000 level, when I say like my personal bias was like to wait for 4,800, but BTC is extremely bullish, but we might never get 4,800 again. You guys remember that, all right? That's a 5,000 level in this area, guys. You just have to remember every single pattern you got, guys. You just cannot like make money and forget what forget the past history of what you're doing. You cannot do that. Okay, it's kind of like when you go to the classroom, your first lesson, you memorize a chapter, whatever it is, whatever classroom it is, history, whatever, French, whatever. And then like at the final exam, you'll be like, man, I forgot everything. No, you cannot. All right. You see this pattern right here, I recognize it. I wasn't jumping in. That's why I told you we're gonna get back down to 10-1. I wasn't, not just because I was using the fib levels, but I was at the same time recognizing the pattern. And then I knew we had the possibility to go all the way up to a 10-1 to 10-2. I told you that last live stream, and I told you on the Telegram group, but I didn't want to risk all the profits you guys made and I made also, right? So keep that in mind. So but it is not a financial advice. I'm just telling you what I would do. All right. And then I was anticipating this drop. Okay, it was very juicy, man. It was so nice. 10-6 10-7, it was so nice. But you gotta get self-control. Okay, self-control is very important. It's not how much you make, it's like how much of your capital you save. You gotta remember that. Okay, it is not how much money you make. It is like how much of your initial investment you're saving. All right, not saving because it is already your initial investment, but you're not losing, because you want to avoid like cut losses, and then you want to avoid like panicking, and you want to avoid the most important thing, FOMOing. Okay, FOMOing. You gotta avoid those three, guys. You gotta avoid those three, and I'm doing my best to avoid it too. I did well in this one. So we got an opportunity right now. If you think like you missed a boat right now, you got an opportunity. BTC is back to 10-7 to jump in. Okay, it is a great opportunity, right? But be responsible. So let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly time frame, because the volatility I was expecting, we already got it. We did. You can go back and check my Twitter. Send crypto 0. All right, send crypto 0. So go check it. And then I tweeted like the volatility I was expecting on the daily, expecting like $30,000 to $35,000 trading volume on BTC. When I tweeted that message, BTC trading volume, I think it was like 22,000 on the daily. It was very low, guys. It was very low. So as soon as I tweeted that, we moved up like almost 300 points, guys. 300 points. So keep that in mind. So let's get into business right now. I just wanted to show you like why we didn't go, why we didn't wait for 11, even though like we had a possibility to go for, but you don't make every trade. Okay, you don't make every trade, and then you don't want to lose every trade neither. So it's a win-win situation. and then we've been pretty much very profitable. So let's take a look at the weekly. Okay, let's take a look at the weekly, because right now I'm looking for a lower number, like a mid 10k to low 10ks. Okay, even 97, but it all depends, like the time, at what time we're gonna get it. Okay, like tomorrow is Sunday. Okay, for some of you guys it is already Sunday. So what you don't want, right? We don't want the same thing. Okay, that's why it is so important to take a look at the bigger time frame. You don't want the same scenario back in like June 30th. You guys remember June 30th? I told you like mid-June. Okay, we don't want to close below like a 10.8. Okay, I told you that. So even though I'm looking for 10.1 to 97, I don't want to get there. I don't want it. Okay, I just want BTC to stay in this range. I just want BTC to stay in this range. 10.7 to 11. It doesn't matter. The volatility can go up and down 400 points, right? But I don't want to see BTC, okay, according to the chart, right? The chart doesn't need BTC to drop below 10.175, because we started the week 10.175. So if like we get another like reversal body candle just like this, okay, just like this. Today we're gonna start off with the weekly, and then we're gonna go down to the lower time frame. It doesn't matter if BTC shoot up to the upside. Okay, so we don't want to get a body candle like this. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter if it is red or green. Okay, so you have to be very careful right now. We have to be very careful. It is a good trading range. You can be very profitable, but you can lose everything at the same time. So we don't want to get this type of body candle on Sunday, guys. We don't want it. Okay, I told you. Okay, you see what happened, like, you know, last time, created a lot of panics, and then we dumped, and I told you wait for the next week. If like we got the same body candle, like our chance of pushing to the upside gonna be it is gonna be limited. It is gonna be limited. I'm not gonna say like we're not bullish anymore, but closing like back to back with a bearish candle on a bull market, it is not preferable. Okay, it is not preferable, but it doesn't mean like, you know, we're not gonna go up, but it is just gonna make, you know, things very complicated. But if we just wait till Monday, we can dump. It's fine, just like last Monday, we can dump, but we're still gonna find a way to push to the upside. Okay, but we just have to wait till Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It doesn't matter. After Monday, the chart should be okay. Okay, it should be okay. So keep that in mind. But target is nothing but the mid 10k. Since like we hit 11, so we have to push our target higher. So listen carefully. We hit 11k. Now we have to like start looking for like the mid 10k, right? So since we hit like 11, so look for like right now 10.4 and down, like even 10.5 and ladder down. Okay, it is not a financial advice. I'm just talking to myself, so when I'm watching it I can remember. Okay, so that's the weekly, and then let's take a look at the weekly all side. So 9 out of 10 I watch my own live stream, except maybe intro to cryptos, right? So when you take a look at the all side, the weekly all side, it is looking nice. Okay, it is looking beautiful, it is looking nice. And then we said like the weekly all side, we want it to look like this. That's what we're looking for on the weekly all side. That's what we're looking for. So that's a pattern we're looking for. Okay, but if like we're looking for this pattern, it means like we're going to be in trouble later on. But let's not I would be anticipating it, but let's just wait. Okay, but let's say we're looking for this pattern, we're gonna be in trouble at some point. It means like we're gonna drop, but it doesn't have to be this week or next week. It doesn't have to be exactly this way. But you know, we already completed this pattern. I told you guys we just about this area, so we're looking for this pattern, and I'm gonna show you on the daily the same exact pattern we got on the daily, and then we're trying to replicate at the same time. All right, so keep that in mind very shortly. Okay, it is very important, guys. You just cannot be overly bullish without no evidences and stuff like that. So you take a look at this pattern. We got completed a flat correction. We almost just about this area, so it means like we're going to be dropping at some point and pushing back up. but we don't know at what point we're going to be dropping, because the level of the extension of the current RSI might not be the same exact way. So it might look a little funny, or we might just push it upside, come back down, okay, and then go further. Okay, so now let's move on to the volume, the weekly volume, and what we're expecting on the weekly volume. The weekly volume, if you guys remember, we've been anticipating what, 500 to 600,000 trading volume on Binance. I use Binance because Binance, you know, most people use it. Most people use Binance, so that's why I just use Binance as a reference. Okay, I use Binance. BTC is going up back to 10.7. It is okay. Okay, it is good. We just have to stay in this range. We just have to stay in this range. So I don't have any orders like in this range. So but we will see. Before the end of the live stream, we might get some signals to go in. But you take a look at the weekly. Right now we got like 450. So most likely we're gonna get a 500, because yesterday I think like we got 30. Yesterday's volume was very low. Okay, very low, like 47. Okay. The day before that we got 46, so we're getting a decrease in volume. It is a good sign at some point, right? If you know how to analyze the volume, it is good. It's not bad. Okay, it is not bad at all. It is not bad. But 47,000 trading volume. When I gave the signal, it was like 22 or 27. I cannot remember exactly, but it was very low. So I knew exactly the next 4 hours, or the next 2 4 hours candle gonna average at least 10 to 12,000 trading volume. And whenever you average out like a 10,000 to 15,000 trading volume, your volatility, right, can be anywhere between like 400 to 600 points. Okay, it is not an indicator you're gonna find anyway, but it is just something I noticed like over time, right? Especially like on an uptrend. So then when I say like basically gonna drop, you know, 200 300 point and give a target, you know, I include, you know, the volatility also index, Send Crypto Volatility Index. TradingView doesn't have it yet. So so keep that in mind. The volume is not looking bad. Okay, even 47,000 is okay. You know, just about this area, like the first week of June, we were getting like 30,000, 40,000. I think we were averaging just about like less than 40,000. Okay, sometimes we even got like 20,000. All right, these low body candle, I'll show you. So it is very important. It is not just price going up or going down. Okay, we could be going higher though. Let's see. Right here, you see that's like almost 22,000. So it is not a lot. Okay, so but BTC just need to stay in this range. So now let's move on to the daily. We already did. Let's move on to the lower time frame now. So if you believe like BTC is gonna be pushing higher, that's you already exit. You already like sold out right around like 10.6 to 10.8. You got the opportunity right now to jump on the, you know, the trend. But I like to take a look at the chart first before I jump in. It's not like you always should be, you know, having like some BTC anyway, like, you know, just in case. So let's take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour is not looking bad. One of the most important thing on the 4 hour is this 4 hour 200 EMA. So last time we got rejection right around it. Now we're gonna we're getting rejection. We're gonna break it. Okay, we're gonna break it. But you just wanna get a confirmation like you're gonna break it. So you wanted to wait for the first rejection. Like when we got rejected right around this area, I was looking at the lower time frame, the 5 minutes. Everybody was pretty much bullish. I knew we were gonna come back down. Okay, everybody was pretty much bullish on the lower time frame. I look at the 5 minutes. It was so overextended. So I'm like, okay, the RSI, I mean, overextended. So I knew like, you know, we're gonna force through, right? Not new, but I had a sense like we could force through and then get some rejection and wait for confirmation. That's what we said exactly. That's why we you know, we said like don't be wait for confirmation. It is good. it helps you like to eliminate FOMO, fear, and increase your confidence. All right, all three at the same time. So just keep that in mind, guys. Just keep that in mind. So if you're new to the content, make sure to hit the notification, at least if you subscribe, so that you get the you know, these live updates, because it is very important. Sometimes I don't have time like to schedule it, like, because I don't know at what time exactly I'm gonna be able to do the live stream. So but just hit the notification, so you know you get these notifications. And if you haven't joined the Telegram group, make sure to join the Telegram group. It is under the description. You know, and then we're gonna learn together and be profitable together. So remember also, it is not, you know, how much percentage you win, it is the number of trade you wins. Okay, then you want to, your winning streak is very important. Okay, it is very important. So we already got like what we got this one 95, that's 2, 3, 4. We got 4 winning streaks already, guys. We want to make it like 10 winning streaks. So let's get the 10s first. Okay, 10s first before you most of you guys been like cut losses, stuff like that, and then you know, you want to avoid that. So we want to try to avoid that first, and then stay profitable. Even if it is like 3% at the time, 5 trade, it is already 10%. If you playing with like $1 million, that's $100,000, guys. Come on, that's like, you know, that's like that's like 3 times the average of US income. So stay tuned, guys. Not to be in rush. We're gonna make it all the way up to 80,000 easily, guys. Easily, not easily in an easy way, but it is gonna be fun. All right. And by the way, you guys know I don't do this day trading. I'm just doing it for the Telegram group. I give you a target and I get away. Usually I just say, hey, this is that, and then we're going to 16K, and I'm out, right? So, but for these day traders, you guys making life so difficult right now for me, but it is okay. It is okay. We're in it together. So let's move on to the before we move on to the lower time frame, let's focus on Elliott waves, because most of you guys love Elliott waves. But I already showed you at the 70,000 level, not 70,000, 7,400 level. Whenever BTC finish up this flat correction, it is gonna double bottom. Okay, that's the reason I'm thinking like we still got a chance, you know, to push to the downside in this area of 0.786, which is roughly even 95, guys, even 95. Okay, so just have your position loaded accordingly. Okay, 0.76 is just about 95. You guys remember we talked about 95, and then we got the wick to the downside, and BTC was like almost like 10,000, guys. You remember that day? We got this move to the downside and then push to the upside. All right, so and then we give this target 95. BTC came back down and push through like down to like 90, I think 92, 93 in this range, and then all of a sudden we get this move and we say you don't want to trade this range. Okay, you don't want to trade it, you just want to be profitable. So look for this move, and then the reason why we're looking for 0.786, which is 95, we're not looking for 95. Okay, be mindful. We're looking for all these fib levels. Okay, you want to be prepared for anything. Okay, you want to be, just like we were prepared for this push to the upside, but we didn't want to, you know, get involved with this volatility. Okay, so you want to be prepared for anything, and then act accordingly. If like you get a let's say you get a clear signal, we move it to the upside, you can do some add-on. Okay, it's your money. Okay, as long as you don't lose it, you're okay. Okay, don't be like the trend is going and I'm losing BTC. No, you're not losing BTC. Okay, you're more likely to lose your money than to lose BTC. So when I'm talking to you, I mean like me. When I'm listening to myself, so I can get myself straight. Okay, because sometimes I FOMO just like you guys. So keep that in mind. So I'm talking to myself at the same time. So you want to be 0.786 is 95, 0.618 is 98, 38, and 50% pullback is going to be at 1074. Okay, don't say BTC is never going to come back down to this area. I used to say that, but don't ever say that. If you day trade, you know what I'm talking about. But if you're like a swing trader or like a long-term hodler, you don't care. Okay, you just buy weekly, whatever, you know. But if you're a day trader, you don't want to make those type of comments. because it is just going to surprise you. So 382, we already retested it. We retested like 382 of the entire move and 382 of the third wave. Okay, so what we're expecting, a pullback. So we're expecting a pullback. It is pretty much normal. It is nothing. The whole market going to be expecting a pullback. So you got to anticipate what the whole market is doing if you're day trading. Okay, so you got your 5-wave structure. What are you anticipating? Okay, you're anticipating a 3-wave to the downside. Okay, the 3-wave to the downside, okay, can be any combination of zigzag, or any combination of combination of zigzag and flat correction. Okay, it can be like this. Instead of this, instead of a let's say you got your 5-wave structure just like this, right? Instead of you getting a classical classical ABC correction just like this, beautiful, okay, just like the chart. All right, so you can get this one, you can get this one, you can get this one, and then you can get this one. Okay, most people like to call it double top. Okay, but how do you know it is not a double top? Because if you don't get a flag in this area, okay, it can push it to the downside. Like you can get this flag and push it to the downside. That's reversal. Okay, so that way you're gonna be like, okay, this is a new, you could be saying like this is a new trend. Okay, but this area itself is a correction. A correction doesn't have to be always, you know, an ABC like that. Okay, it can be a rectangle, a square, a zigzag. What I mean rectangle or square, I just want you to like focus on the shape. Okay, but it is called flat correction. Okay, it is called flat correction. So that's what we anticipate. So we don't know which one it is going to be. Okay, we don't know which one it is going to be, because if you remember well, we break it down. Sometimes you can attempt to get the reason why you need to understand like WXY, because whenever you get a nice correction like this, a 5-wave structure, especially after your third wave, your wave number 4. Let me just show you that. Okay, so after you get your wave number 3, okay, your wave number 4 is very tricky. It is one of the wave you always want to be careful at. Okay, because on your wave number 5, okay, wave number 4, it can be the starting of your wave number 5, and wave number 5 always also has 5-wave structure, or it can be an ending diagonal, right? So you have to be careful, because when you're getting a correction in this area, you can get a remember that's your wave number 3. Okay, you guys pretty much advanced. I don't have to use letters and numbers. Okay, I can just use wave, and then you know what I'm talking about. So you can get this wave like this, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you're gonna get this correction in this range, right? This range, and then you anticipate you're gonna be, oops, okay, I don't know if this wave already, I got W already. All of a sudden you're gonna be like, okay, I got my W. Okay, if you don't know how to trade WXY, we're gonna go through it in a live stream next time. Okay, Telegram group. Okay, just for the WXY. So you say I got my W in this area, this 3-wave to the downside, but this wave to the downside, right? I'm not sure this wave, I'm not sure if it's gonna be another wave to the upside, which is gonna be my Y. Okay, you're not sure yet, but because it can be the wave number 1 of wave 5. Okay, it can be a wave number 1 of wave 5. So you have to be careful, because if this is the wave number 1 of wave 5, you got your wave number 3 in this area, right? And then you get 4, and then you're gonna get 5. You're gonna get your 5th wave. Okay, but you don't know yet. So it can be a Y, and then all of a sudden you're gonna get another. That's WX, sorry, X, right? Or you can get another Y down to the side, to the opposite direction, this way. 1, 2, 3. This itself can be wave number 4 itself. People are going to call it like a triangle or blah blah blah. This self can be itself a WXY, if you understand what's going on. Because the tricky way is this one. After you get your 3-wave to the downside, you got 1 wave and down. That's the most important. That's when you need to be careful, because you don't know if that's the wave number 1, this area, right, this green and red area, it is going to be your wave number 1 of your 5th wave, or it is going to be just your wave, your A wave of your X correction. Okay, we're gonna go through the live stream and then we're gonna describe it. So that's what we've been anticipating in this area. But you can see it, right? We've been anticipating a W in this area, but a W, anticipating an X in this area, but we didn't get it. Okay, we didn't get it. We just get a continuation. We get a continuation, a drop. It is not complicated. It is just you just have to used to do it. Okay, a drop and a wave number 5. All right, so that's what we got right now. That's what we got. That's what we got on the crane wave. All right, so instead of a WXY, we just say we got our correction and ABC correction to the downside. I'm gonna show you on the lower time frame, and then we got wave number 5. So wave number 4 is very tricky. It is very tricky, especially sometime wave number 1 too. You can get it. So it is a nice correction. It is a nice correction. You just don't want to mess with it if you don't know what you're doing. So most people probably lost money on this low volatility, but you just have to stay away. So this way you got your I'm just gonna draw it for you guys, like listening. You got one, I'm drawing 3. You got 3 in here. Okay, that's 1, that's 2, okay, that's 3 in this area. Okay, and then we don't care about wave 1. We killed wave 1 in this area already. So we're just describing this wave in this area. So keep that in mind, right? It is very important to understand your correction. It's gonna help you like a lot. Whenever you see a wave like this, you don't be like it's one wave. You just can't say like it can be the A wave of something else. Okay, the A wave of something else, not always wave 1 of a wave 5. So a 5-wave structure, not 5-wave 5. So let's move on to the lower time frame, guys. Let's move on to the lower time frame. So if you guys wanna go through these correction, we can go through it live streaming on the lower time frame in the Telegram group. So we got a nice rejection. We got this drop, but we just have to be careful not be like overly bullish or overly bearish. Okay, so but let's take a look at it on the 15 minutes. The 15 minutes was looking great, man. It was looking great. So let's see. Now we got this flag. It is a nice rejection. It is a nice rejection, because I told you guys, whenever you get this drop, a push to the upside like this for BTC, okay, and then some sort of flag like this, and all of a sudden a drop, it is going to give you this pattern. This pattern is most of the time this is going to push to the upside. How high it is going to push, you don't know. It can push to the upside and drop, okay, but it's not going to just push through. Okay, it's not, most of the time it doesn't push through. It doesn't push through. Okay, even if it pushes to the upside, it is gonna stay in this range. It is gonna give you time to make a decision. Okay, it is gonna give you time to make a decision. You just have to remember all these patterns. Not the pattern I'm talking about, but like, when you look at the charts, you gotta be able to be familiar with this pattern. It will help you at least to be confident whenever you see a pattern. Okay, it will help you a lot, guys. It will help you a lot. So let's go back to the 15 minutes. Is not looking bad. Big rejection. Okay, I told you if you want to enter, you got an opportunity to take a trade in this area. Okay, take a trade. Okay, and see where it is going to take you. But I have to just go ahead and take a look at the chart again. All right, and make my own final decision. It's not looking bad though. It's not looking bad, but it is the first hour, the first 30 minutes. So right after, I'm always like trying to remind you, the last hour and then the first hour of the daily candle. It is most of the time it is very important. It is very important. That's why I like to start my live stream right before the new daily candle starts. Okay, right before the new daily candle starts. Hey, what's up, Emilio? Hey, what's up, Bobby Crypto? 16K in August. Very possible, guys. Very possible. Hey, what's up, Eric? I hope it's the same Eric in the Telegram group. Let's see, 50% retracement below that double bottom. I mean, I think you probably mean like between 90 to 93. Yes, roughly like 95. So right now the best thing to do, no volume, the best thing to do is follow your indicators, especially the R side. Let's go back to the R side. The R side was looking incredible, and I told you guys, explained to you, I think I made a note for Eric to, I think it was Eric, why he still don't believe, like he doesn't believe he cannot go back to 90. That's a good sign. This drop is a good sign, so it is a good sign. So, but let's take a look at the daily R side. Okay, so the daily is looking, it is looking bullish. Okay, if you guys remember, I told you like we're just gonna have to wait because we already got this pattern, this drop to the downside, but we didn't know like how far this one gonna drop, and it can go to the upside, right, and drop back down like BTC was dropping. If BTC drops like let's say below 10.4, 10.5, this R side wouldn't look like this. It wouldn't look like this because the R side is very reactive. It would look something like this, and it would close below in this area because this R side is closing. Okay, the default setting is closing, but since like we didn't close below I think like 10.4, something like that, so the R side came down to this area, right? Didn't get the chance to come back down to the open, so it just stay up top. Okay, it just stay in this range. So it is looking extremely bullish right now. If like we have to repeat this pattern, it means like we're ready to go to the upside. But this fake out to the down, it means like this drop gonna be a fake out. Okay, it has to be a fake out because in order for the R side to repeat the same pattern, it cannot drop that back down. All right, it is already facing up, so it has to keep going. Okay, so that's a good sign, right? This drop was a good thing, so you got a confirmation. Now it seems like we're getting confirmation. Okay, it seems like we're starting to get confirmation because most of this stuff, like most of the signals I give is based on my live stream. It's not like I sit down and look at the chart, stuff like that. But yeah, I do sit down and look at the chart, but most of the pattern I see, it is like when I'm doing the live stream. It's not like I'm making a note and stuff like that. So most of the stuff we talked about, it is during the live stream. We see all of that. So because the live stream is most of the time is 2 hours. 2 hours is enough to see everything. Okay, it's enough to see everything. So you take a look at this pattern. It is now, we just have to keep going straight. But since like it is a 24 hours, the Sunday, the last day of the week can be very volatile. Price can drop to the downside, outside gonna drop, right? And then all of a sudden price gonna push to the upside, outside gonna get back to the normal vertical wave, because this wave is supposed to be vertical. Okay, it's supposed to be vertical right now. Just because it is kind of flat, because like price is just about like the open. That's why the outside looks like this, right? But if like price like move above, like I think like we close above like 10.6, something like that. But if price is like, if like we get price to get back to like a 10.7, 10.8, the outside gonna be vertical like this. Not vertical, but you mean what I mean, this area. So like look like this. So it is a good sign, guys, because we started talking about this pattern on the 15, 16. Okay, so everything is working perfectly, so we cannot just give up. We cannot just give up. Okay, we cannot just give up and say, oh, even though we want some cheaper BTC, but we just have to go with what we got on the chart. Okay, not like my personal feeling or your personal feeling. Yeah, the chart doesn't have any the chart doesn't have friends, so it doesn't have friends. So let's go back, therefore let's go back to the daily time frame. Okay, let's go back to that's the hourly. It is looking nice. It is looking nice. So we pushing back. You see, I didn't even look at the price when I was talking about, like, you know, the R side. It is looking nice right now. So let's see if we're going to be able to come back down to this area, but the RSI is not. All the Elliott waves saying like but we could come back down to these areas, okay? But the best thing to do, okay, we could get a fast sell-off. We could get a very fast sell-off. So wait, have some orders in this area. Just have some orders in this area. It is very safe. Okay, it is very safe. It is very safe to, you know, right now we exited out like around like 10.6, 10.8, so we're not losing anything, okay? It's not like we're losing anything. So it's not like we're losing anything. But I'm gonna give you an update after the end of the live stream. We're gonna go live just for the Telegram group, and then we're gonna talk about where we're going next. All right. So if you haven't joined the Telegram group, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, hit the notification, because most of our live stream, it is like unprepared. It is like, you know, we get home and then we get into business, right? We get in business. So let me take a look at the chat room again, guys. Hey, what's up? What's up, Zen? Zen, what's up? Thank you for tuning in, man. What's up, Abby? Thank you for tuning in. Hey, what's up, Dave? I don't know if I said hello or not. Okay, it is almost the end of the live stream, so I can say hello. So if you haven't joined the Telegram group, you're welcome to join, guys. You're welcome. Just click on the link. Most of you guys already have one, so have a Telegram account. So why? Yeah, can I explain why? You see, like the closing candle, and then because the closing any closing is important. Any closing and any opening. This question is for Ivana. Okay, the closing and then the opening of any candle, even like the 1 minute chart, is very important. But the daily and then a weekly, they make a big difference. So let's say you get a candle like this. Okay, so let's say you get a candle right like this, right? So since, like, you know, unlikely I started with a red color, we're gonna talk about the red. So right now this is your opening, okay? That's your opening, right? And then this one is your that's the current price of your candle right now, right? That's the current price of your candle, and then it is almost like 7:50, let's say 7:50 p.m., right? Because my time zone is Eastern time, right? So 7:50 p.m. So if this candle, right, closes in this range, okay, it is going to be bearish. But let's say the previous candle was pretty much, you know, gave you a shooting star like this, okay, a shooting star like this, right? The previous candle gave you a shooting star like this. Just assume, don't worry about like the opening of the previous or the like the closing of the previous, but just assume like this candle was you know, a shooting star, right? So right now the current price of this candle is in this area, right? So if like we close, you know, below the previous if like we close below the current open, it is going to be extremely bearish. It is not going to be good because you already got a shooting star on your previous day, right? Don't worry about like the opening of this opening and closing of this one. You just say like you got a shooting star, okay? So a rejection candle, so it is not going to be good at all. So but like let's say right before the first hour, right, the volatility increased and this candle ended up being pushed into the upside like this, and it is red, okay? It is, most traders, they trying to push the price to the upside if like they're bullish to like change the market sentiment, okay? It is going to change the market sentiment. Everybody going to be bullish, okay? So this means like you already closing with your previous week, you close with a rejection, and then your very next week you close with a rejection. So the market sentiment going to change, okay? It is going to change. So it means a lot. And most of the time this stuff lasts like, I mean, not last, but most of the time you see like this rejection and opening like the last 2 hours, 4 hours in that range. So depending on like the volume. So if you don't see any volume, your first 12 hours, first 16 hours, just you can anticipate like the last 8 hours to be very volatile, just like I did today. Okay, and BTC pushed up, we get a pushed it upside from BTC like for 600 points, almost 500 points, and target was 500 plus minus 500 to 600. So it is very important. It is very important. But as not you like get yourself familiarized with this opening and closing, you're gonna get the point. Even when you go on the weekly, like the June 31st, right? June 30th. June 30th was very important. We talked about it like 2 weeks before, like the end of the month. We said like we wanted BTC to drop to 10.2, 10.4, right? But we didn't want like BTC to drop to 10.2, 10.4 on the 30th, because the 30th is the end of the month, and it is going to be the end of the week. So the last 2 hours of the end of the week, like we started dropping, so it wasn't good. It wasn't good, like psychologically it wasn't good. So you can see like the very next week we got a big drop. Okay, they dumped the market very hard. Okay, this area they dump it and then they push it back up. So most people have been panicking. The very next week everybody started buying. They dumped the market again. Okay, because we anticipated this move to the upside like a 13k. We did this drop, we anticipated it like down to 10.4, right? Like 97, right? 97, 98, you guys remember that was our target. After that we went up to like a 13. After that we said we're going to drop back down. Okay, we said we're going to drop back down, right? But the lowest we anticipated to drop was like 88, so we came down like to 90. So we're still within range. Okay, right now it is Sunday, depending on your time zone, right? It is still Saturday for me, but I call it Sunday because I know some of you guys it is already Sunday. So it is Sunday, so you don't, even though we're looking for BTC to drop down to 10.2 to 10.4 in that range, we start accumulating down to like a 97 on the fib levels. We just accumulate. If it dropped below 9700, I'm looking for to buy every 100 point drops. Okay, I'm looking for to buy like every 100 points drop. So act accordingly. All right, so you see like this candle, like for this candle to stay bullish, we have to close above like 10.17. Okay, 10.174. Okay, 10.174, 10,174. If like we close below 10,174, it is going to be bearish. It's not going to be good. It is what I was showing you. And this fight can be like at the end of the day tomorrow, okay, or today, whatever your time zone is. All right, this area. So it is very important. So this, I mean, the 21st is going to be very important. It is going to be very important for BTC, because we don't want to close like this. Okay, it is going to be very undecided. It is okay. Like if it is like green, it is okay. It means a lot. All right, this time I'm not going to say it is if it is red or green, but if it is green, it means a lot, because on the Heiken Ashi, it'll help us. It will help us with the Heiken Ashi candle the next week or the following week, because we're gonna be getting a big wick, big tail, small body, and then we're gonna get a trend reversal. All right, let's take a look at the Heiken Ashi. So if this can, like the Heiken Ashi is it is showing a reversal pattern. Okay, so if we close like below like 10.1, we could be getting next week big wick, big tail, small body, and then the very following week we're gonna reverse. Okay, we're gonna reverse. So that's what we're looking for. Now we drop into the downside. Okay, so we could be getting big wick, big tail, small body, sideways correction, a push to the upside. Okay, the Heiken Ashi just don't all of a sudden get a smooth uptrend. Most of the time it'll give you like a this type of volatility. This type of volatility in this area. Big wick, big tail, small body. Okay, this small body with like roughly, it doesn't have to be equal, these wicks, okay, and tails, they don't have to be equal, but you got to be able to notice like the this like this. Okay, let me zoom it in like that. All right, like that. So we could get it next week. It'll be great. Okay, it'll be great, just like we got it at the bottom in this area. We got it at the bottom in this area. So, and then we started to move smoothly back in February. I showed you guys like the Heiken Ashi is extremely bullish. Okay, we're getting rejection, but the bottom is still bullish. The bottom is still bullish, smooth uptrend. And I keep and I kept telling you guys we're going to 5,300. April we did, and I told you we're going to 10K. We did. Told you that we're going to 14K. We did. Now I'm now next target is 16K. So let's see if we're gonna get it this time. All right. Just because you're wrong, you're right well so many times doesn't mean you're gonna be right all the time, especially in this market. Let me look at the thought. XRP Hernandez. Yeah, yes, we completed wave 5. So we did complete wave 5 on the lower time frame. If you pay attention to it, we completed wave 5. We completed wave 5. I would say we completed wave 5. So, and this is a uptrend, and it is going to give us some big wick, big tail, small body, and we could face the downside. So volatility on the Heiken Ashi is going to be extreme in this area. Okay, so just like this, big wick, big tail, small body, you got it at the bottom, you could get it at the top, push to the downside, push to the upside. So BTC coming back down to 9K doesn't change anything. Okay, for Eric, okay, if you're watching, BTC coming back down to 9K doesn't change anything about the structure. You're gonna get the same pattern you got in this area. Okay, let me show you. You see this pattern? It looks better on the Heiken Ashi, right? 7,400 range. I think that's 94. 74 in this range. Okay, I showed you on my previous live stream. All right, I showed you on my previous live stream. You got this move, that move, but the current move you got a the 5 wave. This one you got 3. Okay, that's but it coming back down, like even 90% pullback, it's not gonna hurt anything. It's not gonna hurt anything. It is just gonna push to the upside. All right, it is just gonna push to the upside. So let's not get focused, like let's not be too emotional like to the price, and then like just because we so bullish we don't want like lower number. Okay, just because we're bullish doesn't mean like the chart is gonna be like confirm our bias all the time. Okay, and regarding the volume, we got a nice volume on the this 4-hour candle. All right, you always want to get a big volume when you know on your C wave. You always want to get big volume. Okay, you always want to get big volume. And your wave number 5, you always want to look for that 4 more wave. So sometimes it is like it is gonna be above the average. Okay, especially the last at least 5 candles. Okay, it is gonna be like the biggest candle in that range, your wave number 5. It is gonna be the 4 more wave. Most people now most people are not paying attention. They are looking for this inverse head and shoulder. So like this. Okay, and look for like this. It is okay, it is pretty valid. It is inverse head and shoulder, but you have to take a look at the bigger picture, because you remember guys, we got an inverse head and shoulder in here, and everybody been looking for 16K, right? Okay, but I started telling you guys to get out what 12.7. Told you to get out 12.7, just like I said, this area of 10.6, 10.8, get out. Same area in this area, same area, 12.7. Okay, to get out, because 13, the most we're gonna get is 13.1. I know it is like 400 points, but you can let some of your profit run like 10-15% maybe, and don't gamble all your money basically. All right, so you can see like we got this nasty sell-off. When the sell-off is coming, it is gonna give you warning, but it is up for you. It is up to you to realize that's a warning. Okay, I give you warning in this area, guys. I give you warning. Okay, I give you big warning. And it was like a hourly warning, not even like on a bigger time frame, because this time like we got a big volume on the hourly time frame, almost like 15,000 trading volume on the hourly. That was pretty big. And then last time we got 15,000 trading volume was the top in this area on the 26th. Okay, it is very important. And then when BTC was dropping, like on Sunday, or I think it was Sunday, we talked about it in this area. I said like the increase in volume is great. It is great. Okay, the 45 minutes was oversold that time, and I told you that we got great sign. You guys, if you guys listen carefully, okay, listen carefully. I told you. Okay, That's 45 minutes. I told you in this area the 45 minutes is completely oversold, so we don't have enough room. And whenever you bought your 45 minutes, take it to the overbought area. Look at it, guys. We overbought right now. Take it to the overbought. So you apply this theory alone. Whenever your 45 minutes is oversold, start accumulating. If you know, but you don't accumulate like right at the first bottom. Okay, you have to also incorporate like the trend. Okay, you got to understand like what's going on. All right, because we understood like we got our fifth wave and a big volume, you know, 45 minutes oversold. That's a great combination, guys. I told you we got good signs. We're gonna be reversing like that was Sunday, and market was severely sold. Everybody was looking for 7,200, 8,500. Look at it right now. We had 11. We had 11, guys. We pushed up 2,000 points and everybody was looking 2,000 points down, but let's just be careful. Let's not be overly bullish because we still looking for lower numbers. So let's just be careful and let the price give us some volatility. Hopefully we're not going to get it today. Okay, hopefully we're not going to get it today, hopefully. All right, because it will give us tough time, and then we're going to have to analyze it again, right? So make sure to hit the like, subscribe. If you like, feel free to join the Telegram group. The link is underneath the description. You know, sometimes we go like for a short live stream just for the Telegram group, so you don't want to miss those live streams. Those live streams are pretty much like detailed analysis, like every single minute. We go live trading, guys, live trading. Wait till the volatility picks up again, and then we're gonna go live trading. Sometimes it is not fun, but this one was pretty fun, guys. We nailed this one, guys. That was live trading, guys. Live trading, and then we are looking for this drop. I woke up, got this drop, guys. That was live trading. Live, guys, live. Not analysis, live, guys. So. But as soon as we get some more volatility, 80,000, you know, at least 70,000 trading volume and up, yeah, it is going to be fun. It is going to be fun, guys. Hey, Waka Waka. Hey, you're welcome, Hernandez. I think, hey, what's up, HR? Sunday here. All right. I'm guessing it's Europe, so Sunday. AB. Let's get that crypto. In a bigger picture, we are in a downtrend. Trend, like closing high at a 13k, then down and up to 12k and down to 11k. So we're not on a trend. I keep telling you, like we're not on a downtrend. Okay, we're not on a downtrend officially yet. All right, the market, the price is lesser. I mean, we got the price is down, but it is not a downtrend. I'm trying to explain to you in the Telegram group, guys. The difference between at least the way I understand it, and it's been working well for me, all right. But a trend, this is a trend, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. This is called a correction. 1, 2, 3, okay. Whichever type of correction you get, all combination of the three correction, all right. You can get this, and then you're gonna get another one to the upside, right? And then that's your lower low, because this is high, right? This is high, this is another high, not lower low, but lower high, and then you can get another one, right, in this area, okay, down to this area, right? But this is not a trend. This is not a trend. Even though price been moving like very funnily, if you don't understand what's going on, you're gonna be like, price is making some lower highs, right, and some lower lows, all right? That's what you're gonna say, right? It is correct. It is correct, but it is not a trend. It is a correction. Right? It is not a trend, but it is a correction. It is up to you to use your volume, your indicators, your RSI, whatever other technical tools and technical indicators you use to confirm this is not a trend yet. It is not a trend yet. Okay, use your Fibonacci, your extension to say like this is not a trend or this is a trend. But we said it clearly like 2 weeks before, we started this correction. All right, we said like we're gonna be correcting. If you guys remember, like after we when I was joking and I said like after we hit like 14K, we need to start looking down. And then I was like, but don't look this far. Okay, don't look this far, because we anticipated this trend. Okay, and not trend, but on the lower time frame, this is a trend, but on the bigger picture, this is a correction. All right, so it is valid at the same time, but you just have to be careful how you say it. Okay, you just have to be careful. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but on the bigger picture, this is a correction. 1, 2, 3. You double bottom, you push to the upside. This is not a trend. Even though we're making lower low, lower high, it is not official yet. It is not official yet. Okay, but if like BTC goes to let's say somebody asked that question, if like BTC goes to like a 12.5 in this range, get rejected, come back down and break this area and keep breaking, and then you call this entire move a trend. Okay, because we're still anticipating a drop. Like it's not like we're overly bullish, but like we said it, if BTC makes this move to the upside like this, right, it can even like push above like 10, even like 13. It can break 13 and then give us, we're expecting another move to the downside like this. Okay, this one could break the previous low, this area, just to give us a fake out, right? And then we're gonna go further. So this way you're gonna get, you know, something very complicated, right? Get your this, that, and this. That's what you're gonna get. So this is nothing but a correction. It is just bigger, but it is another correction. Okay, it is another correction. It is just bigger. So it is more than just a trend and a price. Okay, it is just more than that. Okay, so but I don't think BTC is gonna be making this WXYXZ correction just because we're so bullish right now, and then we got so much volume before end of the month. So but I mean, it is something we got you know, in mind. All right, but as long as we get this rejection just about this area of 14, if like we're gonna get any, we're gonna look for other scenarios. All right, your goal is to be profitable regardless of the price of BTC. Your goal is to be profitable. So whether BTC is $10 or BTC is $15 or like $100,000, your goal is just to be profitable. 5% of your capital, 10% of your capital, 30% of your capital. So you don't care like about this. It is good to see like green market. It creates excitement. It creates you know, euphoria, greed, fear, all of that. It is good. All right, but your number one rule should be just, you know, protect your capital and be profitable, and you know, percentage wise be profitable, and you don't care if the market, you know, takes off or anything. So I hope it makes sense, Abby. You know. Okay, but at next hour, if it closes below 10.7, I think we maybe just we didn't close below 10.7, so I think that question is irrelevant now. There is 2 Erics. Hey, what's up, Spencer? Just saw your message. Emilio. Okay. So right now we just have to stay in this range, guys. Even though I'm looking for, to be honest, I'm looking for cheaper BTC like most of you guys. But you know, the chart doesn't need to drop. Okay, the chart, even though we got 5 structure, we can just stay in that range. We don't have to drop. A 5 structure is a 5 structure. Even if you double top, you still count them as 5 structure. So, but if like we drop right now at 10.4, it'll be I mean, right now we're gonna have like so much time to keep dropping before the new new weekly and new daily candle starts, right? So we trying to avoid that. So we better stay in this range. I said it like about like six hours ago in the Telegram group. BTC is better off staying in this range. So you don't care what BTC wants to do. You just care what you're gonna do with your capital. So do you want to put your capital in this range and then risk the probability of pushing up or going down? Because it is a 50% right now. I'm 90% bullish, but the probability of pushing to the upside and going to the downside is 50-50. Okay, it is 50. It is looking bullish. All right, to be honest, it is looking nice. It is looking nice. Okay, as far as chart, we can push a little bit higher, like to 10.2, 10.4 in that range, right? We already broke 10.1, but you know, yeah, you don't want to risk it. Okay, you don't want to risk it because it is going to be a plus minus 500 points, right? Do you want your capital to drop 5%? Like, it's not going to be 5%, right? Roughly 5%, or do you want your capital to increase 2 to 3%? So keep that in mind. All right. So if you think that way, it is going to help you a lot. Hey, will you welcome Ivan, not Ivana, Ivan. All right. Okay. So if you guys are asking questions, if you haven't joined the Telegram group, make sure to join the Telegram group. You got, we can answer most of those questions. So I'm just gonna call it a day. We pretty much talked about everything. We talked about the weekly, the weekly and monthly volume. The only thing we didn't talk about is the stock RSI on the weekly. And if you take a look at on here on Bitstamp, and most of you guys use Binance, so I know. So I'm glad most people are liking the Chololo trend line. I showed you guys about the Chololo, so but this is not time to talk about the Chololo right now because it is just about 46.10, so we don't have no chance to break it right now. So let's move on to the stock RSI. Okay, the daily, it is not looking bad. So the daily is pretty bullish right now. Okay, the whole time we've been in this range, I haven't paid attention to the daily. It is looking bullish, right? But the bad thing with the stock RSI, it is very noisy, right? I mean, it makes like too much noise. So you don't wanna like put like all your confidence, like since we got a crossover, it is gonna keep pushing to the upside, right? Because it can make this type of noise just like this. Okay, it can drop back down, push up. All right, but if you go on the weekly, let's go on the weekly, because the weekly we anticipated the stock RSI. Let's see. All right, it is dropping. Right, we anticipated the stock RSI to make another move to the upside and give us some noisy move, right? Some noise. I'm saying it noisy. Give us this noise. All right, so it is just a start. I mean, it is the end of the week, so it could just stay in this range, but like if like we push higher, it can retract, because you gotta remember these indicators, they give you like your end prices, okay, like your closing price. All right, so let's take a look at the monthly, and the monthly is still looking nice. Right now it is 95. It's not bad, right? We could hit 100 like before end of the month, and then we're gonna have to retract at some point in August. All right, we're gonna have some sell-off just to get the noise. All right, just to get the noise. But we talked about this stock RSI like April 1st, guys. Like after we get the crossover, we said like we're going to the upside. Okay, most of you guys been following like since December. Right, when we've been calling like some crazy number for BTC, everybody been like looking for 2,500. So now everybody's still looking for 8,500, and I mean 85. It's not that far, but not 2K. You know what I mean? So it is okay. If it goes to 2K, we're still gonna be okay. It's still gonna be okay. But it is not something I'm seeing on the chart right now. It is not something I'm seeing. So So the monthly is very now looking very undecided. All right, so we want the monthly chart to close above like 11.7, right? At least 11.7, at least 11.7. Because if the monthly, like we get a closing, we get this type of monthly candle, it's not going to be good, okay? Because at some point the hacker actually going to show us some big tail, big wick, small body type of reversal pattern. It is not going to be good on and on a bull market. You don't get these you just get smooth uptrend, okay? Smooth uptrend. So August could be one of the best months. It could be, so if like we are truly in a bull market, August could be one of the best months, because otherwise we're going to get a big tail, big wick, small body in August, and it's not going to be good. It is going to be a trend reversal. So you go back and take a look at BTC. Most of the time you don't get this. You get this big tail, big wick, small body. You get this trend reversal. If like we get it right now at the current state of the market, we're going to have to reverse. We're going to have to reverse, guys. We're going to have to reverse. Like we got another one at the bottom. You can see it, big tail. Let me show you. It is very important, guys. It is very important. Big tail, okay? Big tail, big wick, small body, right? Very undecided, trend reversal. So if like BTC wants to stay bullish, like next month, we just have to keep going, okay? So double bottoming right now is not a bad idea before end of the month, and then we're just gonna keep going. So, but we're not gonna come back down like to like 90. All right, we cannot. All right, we cannot. So that's what we're analyzing right now. We cannot. Once we retest 90, it's game over. Okay, it's game over, guys. It's game over. Yeah, if we hit 20k, I mean all right, guys, I'm just gonna call it a day. I guess we review everything, and then we're gonna talk in the Telegram group. The daily hacking actually looking great, so it is looking great. All right, guys, and then we're gonna talk in the Telegram group. All right, thank you for watching.